Free street. Yo, our Johannesburg is very clean, guys. Yeah. Jealous town. Nyamatala bafana ukudlala esitradini. I chose clean bafana. Nanoma kanjani. Umona phansi. Umona phansi bafana. I chose. I'm very proud manje. Since sokungekho abantu abathengisa esitradini, sesihamba free. Straight. Ichubet Street, Chubet and free. Lilian Guni echintshile vele waba i-Bree Street yiyo leya wena le.
Morning, South Africans. You know, I've learned that what's worse than an enemy is a traitor. You see, when it comes to the issues of illegal immigration and foreigners, the problem is not mainly foreigners. It's our people who are helping these people. It is our government leaders who are protecting these people. You know how painful it is when you tell foreigners of their problem and some of them, and maybe Dudula starts fighting against them. They'll say, no, it's not Dudula's duty to do it. It's the government's duty. Yes, we know it's the government's duty, but it's not helping. And that is why Dudula is doing the movement, and that is why South Africans are starting to take law into their own hands, because the government is not doing anything. The incompetence and corruption is a problem. Even the fact that our children can't get spaces in school, but foreigners' children can. Why is that? How did that become possible? These foreigners, I just saw some guy revealing the receipt, taking a video that that this is how much money they pay to the school and stuff like that, to show that these schools, they don't care about if they get foreign children or South African children, as long as they get the money. You'll find out that some of these schools, maybe they don't, some of them is free education, but a foreigner will come with money, maybe 500,000 or 1,500, and they'll prioritize foreigners to show that the problem is not only foreigners, but it's our people who accept bribes from them. Even at Carte Blanche, I remember they showed our soldiers, there was a video showing our country's soldiers who are guarding at the border, negotiating with foreigners a price so that they can cross the border. So just imagine how much money are they making, and how many foreigners migrate illegally on a daily basis. Just imagine if it's 100 foreigners per day who migrate illegally, and maybe they charge them 200 each. 200 times 100, how much is it? It's 20,000. 20,000 times 7 days is like 140,000. 140,000 times 4, which is 4 weeks, and 4 weeks equals a month. It's like 480,000. That's a lot of money to show. And I remember they were revealing the border between South Africa and Lesotho. They say you can cross it by just paying 20 rand. It was a few years ago. You see, so the problem is not just these foreigners, but the problem is mainly the insiders who are prioritizing money over everything. And I said it in my previous videos that prioritizing money over everything is an issue. You don't have self-respect. You have let money overcome your conscience. These people, they don't care with the intentions that foreigners come here, as long as they are making money, not realizing that these people are going to cause more troubles. We have a lot of problems. We have zamas, we have powder dealers, we have human traffickers. How do they get access here? Bribes. Even when I was asking myself, are police scared of these spaza shop owners, especially the Ethiopians and the Somalians? No, it's not because they are scared of them. Because there was a rumor going on saying that these people heavily bribe the police, and that's why they'll always protect them. Corruption in this country is not a hidden factor. It's public right now. We also it with, for example, so with Ed Committee, with the Cat Matlala situation. How he bribed, how he was linked to politicians and ministers, busy paying them bribes worth 100k, and the Woolly Story stuff. That's the same thing foreigners are doing. They are paying bribes to show that our country is being more ungovernable, because we are finding easy way out, we are accepting easy money and stuff like that. There are our country women who date for these foreign men for money, especially, I don't know if you saw that video of a South African lady comparing South African with Nigerian men, saying no, Nigerian men will give you, the thing with Nigerian men is that they're gonna give you money. If you say, baby, I need 500k to do hair, they're gonna give you it. South African men, even when they have the money, they won't give you it. You see, I don't know if you saw that video, but if you search it, you'll find it. To show that prioritizing money over everything is what's destroying this country. Some of these women, they are actually educated, and they are working, and they are married to these guys, and they are also prioritizing them over South Africans. They don't care what these guys do. If even the South Gerians, you know, they are also very arrogant and they prioritize their father's people over their mother's people, but their mothers don't say no. Since you are here in South Africa, my country, here you prioritize your mother's people first before your father's people, or you prioritize only your mother's people. By the time you go to your father's country, that's where you prioritize your father's people. But no, it seems like they are not doing it, because if they were doing it, we wouldn't hear people saying, no, we are South Gerians. I communicated with one of them on live panels. Some of them, they were even saying, no, it's the government's duty. Why should we interfere? Why should we take law into our own hands and deal with the foreign issue? Guys, it's tough, you see. And these, our countrywomen who are married to these guys or dating these guys, they defend these guys instead of holding them accountable or holding their nationalities accountable for doing bad things. I remember there was a Nigerian guy telling me that he's married to a South African woman who's an advocate. An advocate, we are not talking about a prostitute or a sex worker, an advocate. And this Nigerian guy, he's a very same guy. Before he mentioned that he's married to an advocate, he was talking about how South Africans are lazy and useless. But you are married to a South African woman. Just imagine, an advocate is married to a man who talks down on his own citizens. You see, that's dangerous. So guys, yeah, so yes, it's a problem, guys. To show that the biggest problem is the enemy on the inside, not necessarily the enemies on the outside. So what's more dangerous than an enemy? It will always be a traitor, guys. And we are complaining. So if you want to clean the problem, let's first start with the enemies on the inside, and later we will come with the enemies on the outside, because that's the main solution to our problem. As there's an African proverb that says, if you don't have an enemy on the inside, then the enemy on the outside can't do you no harm. Thank you, guys.
You know, South Africa has become a rubbish bin of the world. It has become a testing ground of the world. We have become the toilet of the world. Anybody who fitla mo I get it, and then we adjust the laws to suit this rubbish that is coming into our country. The people who fought for the struggle are now making sure that no one benefits from the struggle. Not even their kids, not even our kids. They are bending the fields. They are changing the laws to suit people who are not even citizens of this country. It is just so bad that we have become the toilet of the world, and a rubbish bin of the world.
The problem of illegal foreigners in South Africa, it is growing. It is growing rapidly so. And it is because of our government. Because our government takes one province as a country. It takes Gauteng as a country. And Gauteng, it is not a country. It's a province like other provinces. But when they deal with the matter of foreigners, they only look at Gauteng. They don't care about other provinces. What about Limpopo? What about Mpumalanga? What about other provinces? Other provinces also have the problem of foreigners. But you will never ever see our government paying attention to those provinces. Why? Because they are paying attention to one province. Even if you can check the news, when they talk about illegal foreigners, they only talk about the illegal foreigners of Gauteng, not illegal foreigners of other provinces. You cannot pay attention to one province while we have 9 provinces. South Africa is made up of 9 provinces, not one province. But our government doesn't care about other provinces. If you can check Mpumalanga, for God's sake, Mpumalanga have a very, very huge problem of foreigners. Each and every corner of Mpumalanga, there is a shop of Pakistans there. And the sad part is, they are bringing their children now. The people who are selling those shops now, they are their children. If you can check Limpopo have a problem of Zimbabweans. They roam around the street freely so, because they know that our government will never ever come there. It only pays attention to Gauteng. Even Operation Tutula, I never saw Operation Tutula operating in Limpopo, operating in Mpumalanga or somewhere else. They only operate in Gauteng and those provinces that are next to Gauteng, because they take Gauteng as a country. Gauteng, it is not country, it is a province like other provinces.